Hello students, I hope you all will be fine. Today we will be starting a new lesson whose name is Where Love Is, God Is. In this story, we uh, we find that if we have to see the God, if we have to find the God, we have to spread the love, we have to open our arms to those who are in need. So, in short, it is written here. This is a well-known and much-loved story of Leo Tolstoy. It is important that we empathize with the sufferings of people. This story gives us the message that we serve God if we serve the people who are in need. This is the story of a cobbler whose name is Martin Adwick, and in his very early age, his wife had died, his children also had died, and he had no hope of life. And he was complaining to God that why are you keeping me alive? Why didn't you take my life also? And he became very hopeless, and just he was every day praying for his death, but and he was doing his normal work every day. One day, a person from his village who was also a priest of the church, he came and Martin Adwick, he welcomed him and he told him that all of the whole story about his life, and he said that he doesn't want to live anymore. And but the priest said that you don't have the right to say in that way, because God has created you and you don't have the right. You are saying this because you have lost your hope. So he said, if we have don't no if you we don't have any hope, then what is the use of living? Then he said, no, you just go and buy a gospel. Gospel is the book of Jesus Christ's teaching. You go and buy the gospel and you read it, you will get peace. And he went away. Then same day he went to the market and bought a gospel, and he started reading one by one. And as he was reading, his heart became lightened, and uh, joy came in him. So every day he used to read one or two pages. One day he was reading in night, and after he read, he kept the book, and he felt that someone is whispering in his ears that Martin, tomorrow I will come to meet you. And he thought that if maybe I would be dreaming, it's not Jesus is saying. But again he slept, and the next day he was thinking of that way and making the shoes. And he- those persons who were walking by the window, he just saw the boot and he recognized who was going, because every person's of his colony's boots were made by him only. So by seeing the boots, he was knowing who was going, who was not going. And after some times, he saw there was a very old man who had also no one in this world, and he was just shivering because of cold, and he was cleaning the streets, and the street was full of snow, and he was cleaning. And after some times, he saw that he was leaning against the wall of his house. So he called him in his home, and he offered him soup and coffee, no, and tea. And he became very happy, and he thanked him that you have helped me, you have consoled my soul, and I am very thankful to you. And he was very happy, and he went away. After some time, then again he was doing some work. After some times, he saw that very a young woman who had also a child with her. She was passing, and she again stood near the wall of his house, and she was shivering, and she had no proper clothes also. She was trying to wrap her child in his own clothes, but she could not. She was unable to do it. She felt mercy on her, and she called her inside his house. And he said that I have the experience of handling the baby. You give me the baby and you drink the tea. And he offered him soup, tea, and bread. And uh, and he said that now you and he offered a old coat also, a long waist coat, that you are shivering, although it is I have worn it, but it will be helpful for you. Then she said that I had a shawl, but I because I had no money, so I kept it uh, as a mortgage at a shop, and taken loan of that shawl of sixpence. He said that you take me from me the sixpence amount, go and get the shawl back, and this coat also you take, and live very nicely. She also thanked her, and she also went away. She was also very happy. Then after some times he was again doing his business, and he saw that a old woman was passing by the window, and she was selling apples in the basket, and a chip and a sack of chips she was taking on his back. And maybe she would have felt she was tired, she would have kept the bag there and basket there for resting purpose, and suddenly a boy came and he snatched one apple from the basket, and he started to run. Then she caught away and she started to slap him, but he said that no. Martin went away and he said that no, it is not the way. You don't do like that, because we are also the people. We are also human beings. We also do the sins. If we are beating that child, what will the Jesus Christ do with us? Are we are doing something which are we are doing something which is where there is no sin? We are also do crime. We also do wrong things. We also do sins. So in this way, you need not to do it. And he said to the boy also that you don't repeat this thing in future. This time which apple you have taken, I will pay her the money of that apple. But after some times the boy realized his mistake, and he came to the old woman and he said that grandmother, I will carry your sacks to your house. And he carried the sacks to his house, and she also did not take the money from Martin. So in this way, 3-4 people came in that day, and in night when he was going to sleep, he thought that those persons came in his, they are coming in his dream and saying that Martin, I came to meet you. Jesus Christ has said. Sent me. First of all, that old person who was sweeping the ground, he said that Jesus Christ had sent me to meet you. Then again that old woman and the baby came and said, Jesus Christ has sent me to meet you. Then again that old woman and the boy came, and they said that Jesus Christ has sent me to meet you. So he realized that it was my testing time, and really Jesus Christ would have sent them to meet me. And Jesus Christ self, he didn't come, but he sent his messengers to meet me. And when we spread love, God accepts us, and God forgives our sins. So this was the whole moral of the story. This was written by Leo Tolstoy, and it is a very nice story. And the paragraph wise explanation we will be discussing in the later videos. And the homework is I am sending you in PDF. So read it and do it. And thank you. Have a wonderful day.